welcome back. If you're a communist and you're trying to eat an MRE, make sure you take that little bottle of Tabasco sauce and you put it directly on that MRE heater. It makes the MREs heat up twice as fast. It's even better if you do it indoors. For everybody else, please like, subscribe, comment, and tickle that little notification icon for more content. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome to another episode of On the Road with Chris, where you're going to be riding bitch while I talk about some self-sufficiency, self-reliance, and good old prepping. So today, since I'm on the road traveling, why don't we talk about some of the stuff that you should probably think about carrying with you while traveling. Once again, I do try to keep these under 20 minutes. Hopefully we'll dog them off around 15. With that being said, let's get started. Let's start firing stuff off. So, first thing I got in my passenger seat, I got my electronics bag. I've got some vitamins, minerals, and stuff in another bag. And I've got my dry bag of dried food, like snacks and stuff. I'm doing keto, so I'm trying not to stop and eat nasty food while I'm on the road. So I've got like seaweed wraps, tuna, stuff I can grab and go and eat out of this bag, keto crackers, stuff like that. And then I keep a cooler full of drinks. That's important. You got to stay hydrated. I've got some seltzer waters, some probiotic, keto-friendly cola things, water. I'm still finishing off my coffee. Back in the back, I got a tough box with me. It's I do a little bit of reloading on the road. You'll see that in the upcoming reloading part 3 video that's coming out. Hopefully be dropping that here in the next day or two as well. So if you're watching this, you'll probably be watching that too. It'll be on the channel. And then I got my go bag. My go bag consists of a main pack and a day pack, similar to what I carried in the Marine Corps. I've done a whole video. I've done 2 videos on it. I did one on the old Navy Corpsman pack I had. This is on the new go bag pack that I carry. It's Marting top. It does weigh about 70 pounds. I can carry it more than 5 miles. That is not a problem for me. I did carry heavier farther a long time ago in a galaxy far away. Another thing, so in my go pack, I do have defense, shelter, food, water purification, and little knickknacks to make my life easier, fire starting, all that good stuff. New additions to that pack that isn't in that video, I did add a new MSR sealable pot, foldable pot, and then I added an MSR Whisper Light International cooking stove in there. It runs off either gasoline or kerosene or Coleman fuel. Right now I just got I got 2 1-quart bottles of cooking fuel with it, and they're filled with 87 octane fuel. It's regular old pump gas. It runs it fine. I've tested it. It works. I'll do another video on it some other time. I also got back here 2 5-gallon jerry cans of fuel. That extends my car's range by an additional 400 miles, making the total range of this car to be around 900 miles. And I'm driving a 2022 Toyota RAV4 hybrid. I do also, that pack, disclaimer, it is 70 pounds because I've got an epic fuck ton of extra ammunition in it. Because I like to go, I carry it to the range. So that's some of the range ammo I use to test the chronograph before I start a video, stuff like that. And if I had to, I would carry it. If it got too cumbersome, I would dump it. It wouldn't hurt me. I've got plenty of ammo at home. So I do have stuff in there that's nice to have that could be easily dumped off to reduce weight if I had to, that I wouldn't miss because I've got duplicates of it at home. And that's typically what I carry. Anything else of note? Oh yeah, they're all in dry bags. I keep everything in a dry bag. I have a 3-part sleeping system that was Marine Corps issued. I also have a Marine Corps issued digital Marpat tarp to use as cover, as the shelter aspect. And for the defense aspect, I got my EDC pistol, which is a Sig Sauer P320 compact, X-Compact RXP.
Reflex.
And the RXP just means it has a red dot sight on it or a reflex sight on it. It has a Sig Romeo 1 on it. Now, FUD moment here. I don't know if I like red dots on pistols. I don't know if I like red dots on pistols because I've never had a red dot on pistols and it's new to me, and I feel like a FUD. Oh God, but missed my arms. Well, I've got suppressor hide iron sights that have a lower 1/3 co-witness on them as well. More times than not, I leave the red dot off and I just use the irons because I haven't practiced enough with the red dot. I gotta get used to picking up the red dot because it's a lower 1/3 co-witness, so I don't witness the red dot the same place I witness my sight.
In 2 miles, keep left toward Indianapolis.
2 miles, I gotta keep left towards Indianapolis. That's what my GPS is telling me. So, get up in this left lane. So that being said, I need to practice more with my red dot. You need to practice with whatever pistol you have. I also carry an AR pistol chambered in 5.56 NATO in this pack, and I carry typically at least 6 full magazines. I say full, but I believe 2 of the magazines only have 29 rounds on them for tactical reloads. It's hard to tactical reload on a 30-round magazine, and if you don't know what a tactical reload is, go check out Paul Harrell's YouTube channel. He'll explain tactical reloads versus speed reloads. And I might do that later on a different video as well. Next time I'm at the range, I might do a little bit of that. For those that don't know, I'd assume most people would know here. I also carry a CMMG 22 conversion kit, 3 25-round 22 LR magazines, and it's accurate enough for squirrel hunting, small game hunting, so I use it for that. With a Form 1 suppressor.
Use the left 3 lanes to keep left toward Indianapolis.
I also have a Form 1 suppressor that I may or may not keep in this bag on certain trips. It just depends on where I'm going. It's not a necessity. I keep Ear Pro in one bag. I do have an electronics. I do keep some electronics in my day pack, along with some quick food, fire starting gear, water purification.
Keep left.
I do keep 2 forms of water purification on me. I have a pump water purification.
In 4.3 miles, keep right toward Chicago.
My GPS is just tearing me apart right now. I do keep, oh my God, these people suck at driving. I do keep 2 forms of water purification. I keep a Sport Berkey water filter bottle with me, and I also keep another, it's like basically a knockoff Ketadine pump water purification system with me, and I keep a 3-liter hydration bladder in my day pack. As far as electronics goes, I have in my electronics bag, I've got my ham radio, 2 antennas, charging setup for it. I keep a portable battery powered fan that doubles as a 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank. I keep a 24,000 milliamp hour battery bank that's solar chargeable. And then in my pack back here, I keep a combination AM/FM weather band radio flashlight setup that also has a 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank that can be both solar and crank charged. So I have plenty of power. On my wrist, I keep my Garmin Instinct 2 solar watch. It does have GPS on it. I do have GPS coordinates for my house on it, and I can shoot an azimuth with this watch back to my house. I also have the Garmin Explorer app on my phone, and I do plan on getting a Garmin Explorer, some kind of GPS unit that will link to this watch as well. A standalone unit that doesn't have cellular data that I could keep in my pack, wrapped up in Faraday fabric. All my electronics in that pack back there are wrapped in Faraday fabric. I also have a set of cheap digital night vision in that pack. It works. It does not work well. It does require an IR light source, which I also have a spare IR flashlight in that pack back there that can mount to my AR pistol if need be, or I can just hold it up. The night vision does come with a little IR setup on it. I typically
In 2 miles, keep right toward Chicago.
Oh my God, this GPS is awful. I do keep that light, the IR light that's on the night vision. It's Night Operators. It's super cheap shit. It's like $195. I keep that IR light taped up and use the external form of light because if I'm trying to aim under night vision, that IR light does affect that. That's why. So that's kind of my setup on what I carry. It kind of covers me for, civil unrest, economic collapse, inclement weather, whatever bad might happen, war, whatever bad might happen while I'm traveling away from my family. I do travel up to 1,000 miles away at any given point in time. Sometimes I fly. More times than not, I do try to drive because I do like to keep this stuff with me. I have not checked my pistol when flying yet because we do make frequent trips to Texas, and I think that would be okay. That is something I need to look into doing.
Stay in the middle 2 lanes.
Because if nothing else, it would be nice to have my pistol with me at all times. And the holster I use is a crossbreed holster. It is fairly comfortable. I got it on my hip right now.
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right toward Chicago.
I am using the right 2 lanes to keep right towards Chicago.
In about 1.5 miles, keep right toward Chicago.
Oh my God, this is awful. Okay, I think I might be done talking for a second. So, 11 minutes, 27 seconds. So that's what I carry with me for travel. You need to understand what your vehicle's capabilities are. You need to understand where you're going. You need to plot the route where you're going and make sure you know how to get back without any kind of GPS or whatever. I would have no problem navigating.
Stay in the 2nd or 3rd lane from right.
I would have no problem navigating my way back home from wherever I'm going. Usually, I pay attention to what interstate is. I can stay far enough off the interstate, but yet travel the same path as the interstate to get back home. That would be my plan. And right now I'm on 65 North.
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right toward Chicago.
If I'm walking, I ain't gonna be anywhere near a road. If I'm driving, 65 North all the way back down. I ain't stopping for no one, nothing. I'm driving, and anybody gets my way, they're gonna get ran over. And that's gonna be the way it is. I don't stop for protesting.
Keep right.
If you're in the road trying to stop my path, I'm gonna automatically assume that
For about 147 miles, continue straight.
That you're going to put a threat on my life. And if you do that, it's not going to be well for you. And I lost a little foam thing on my microphone, so I don't know how the audio is going to turn out. Yay. I'll have to find that. I got a spare mic, no big deal. So, with that, that's my plans on what I travel with and whatnot. Once again, I get good gas mileage. If you're driving like a Ford Explorer or something, you're not getting a gas mileage, guess what? You need to compensate for that. You need to keep enough fuel to where once you get to your destination and fill up, you would have enough fuel to get back home without having to fill up. That would be my goal. Metal jerry cans all the way. They hold pressure. They don't leak, so I can't smell fuel. There's no fuel smell in this car. They just work. One of them's a Midwest can. Love it. The other one's some cheap Amazon bullshit. Don't love it as much, but it still functions. I'd recommend getting the Midwest cans. So far, Menards has them the cheapest of what I've found. They're about $50 at Menards. I think they're like $80 if you order them off Amazon. And whatever this AMOZZ bullshit that I got off Amazon, there'll be a link in the description for it. It's like $39.95, but it's also $10 shipping, so you might be better off just getting the Midwest can from Menards. But I also did a review on them, so there's that. It's on my YouTube channel. Go check it out at Homestead Tech Talk. Just type in the search bar Homestead Tech Talk on YouTube. I put a lot of videos up there. This video will be on YouTube. The audio versions will be on Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, and wherever else this podcast is played that I've subscribed to RSS feeds. Also, I'll put a link to my Discord. I plan on doing a link tree. So find me on Discord if you ever want to chat. Sometimes we're all nerds. I got several people on there. We talk about nerd shit. Sometimes we even play D&D on there if you're into that kind of thing. I was 34 years old when I first played my first game of D&D, and it seemed like it's okay. I feel bad about making fun of people in high school. And with that, hit 15 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm out. Love you guys.